What up? What up? Welcome to the Crown and Stitch podcast. My name is Nick Ingval. Got my guy Dexter here, aka Smooth as Eggs. It's
What's
been a
happening?
minute. We got a little life happening, keeping us from sitting down and chopping it up. But
Whole lot
we're
of
back.
life.
Almost a whole month, I guess, without an episode. But it's good, man. It's good to be back. It's good to be chatting with you. Miss seeing your face. Miss seeing.
Oh man, appreciate
miss seeing your hat game. Look at you bringing the heat already. Like we got stuff to talk about.
No brim today.
No squatchy either.
Right. I got a little Alice in Wonderland pin here though.
Oh, nice. That's dope. Yeah.
Repping for the Looking Glass. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. How you been? Like, what's your pickups been looking like? You've been staying low key over the last few weeks, or you've been?
I've been low key. I've been low key for So the Hat Club's got a little sale thing going on right now, 30th anniversary. But
I'm glad you brought that up.
I haven't even touched any. I've been keeping it low key.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to sit here and collect 40 hats in between, our episodes, but I got a couple of something sitting over here. I got something.
All right. Yeah, man. I've been looking at those Hat Club sales. They actually, I feel like we're broken record, but there's been a lot of good stuff on sale in the last few months, and damn, it is like I've been able to resist a lot, but I also have not been able to resist everything. So I got at least one pickup to share today. I got another one. I got a couple more on the way actually. So we're gonna have to get back to a regular recording schedule and get back to those Wednesday drops for the people so they can see what's going on.
For the peeps, that's right, for sure.
This episode is going to be a little bit of just catching up. Since we've been out, we just got to
time out. Speaking of catching up for the people, just in case they don't know, light the beam. Sack is in the goddamn playoffs, baby. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay.
I mean, I got my West Side Loves Kings collab fitted on. So what are you wearing? What are you wearing? Share with the people what you're wearing too.
Oh, so this is a bucket hat, Camp High, some real hippie-ish, hold on, let me take it off so people can see, I got the hair tucked in the back, it's a wash day. So handle that later.
Yep. Well, I mean, that kind of gets me into what I was going to suggest we talk a little bit about. I've been growing my hair for 3 years. It's, it's tied up right now, but it's down past the middle of my back. And if you don't know, the original reason why I even wanted to grow my hair out is because my dad actually has been growing his hair out for decades plus. And every time he donates for, there's so many different places, but Locks for Love, I think, is who he's donating to. So when the pandemic hit, the first couple of weeks of the pandemic, I was like, all right, I'll have my girl help me out. Just keep it trimmed up a little bit. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just let this go. Let's just let it slide and see how long I can go without it. So it's actually, looking at this, we're recording on Tuesday, April 4th. It's almost 3 years to the day of not getting a haircut for me. And as someone who hasn't had this long a hair ever in my life, but I've had decently long hair previously, I have a newfound respect for people like yourself who put in the work to keep it going, because, man, I tell you,
maintenance, baby.
It's maintenance. It's just work. It's like you got morning preparing for the day, you got evening preparing for bed. My biggest beef with it, and the hardest time I've had with it, is sleeping. I'll lay on it weird and pull my neck, and it just it's wild.
This is something
man.
I've gotten used to throughout the years. The thing that is so sleeping is one thing. I usually try to put it up as high as I can so it can just avoid the pillow action and just get out the damn way. But my damn Apple Watch. So I have this little this band. It's magnetic, right? But it's metal. My hair snags in here whenever I go any of this.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah. I got a very similar, the metal band, man. I wore the the generic Apple Watch rubber, band for like a couple of years, but eventually it starts stretching and it just like feels nasty to me. And I just want something that feels nicer. But yeah, same thing. It'll almost like wake you up if it catches in the middle of the night. It's like, I don't know how that works. Maybe I just can't sleep well. And like, I need to like talk to a, therapist about that so I can actually sleep through those types of things. But man,
you're probably going to sleep weird after you cut it. You're going to be like, what the hell?
Right. I've been thinking about that. Cause like you don't really think about how much your hair weighs, but like when you've got like 2-3 feet of hair, it's heavy, it's heavy. Like my neck is I'm going to be probably leaning forward all the time. Cause like, I'm not used to holding it, like,
also it's been cold out here. It's some insulation as well,
Yeah.
These animals got it, they got it down. You know what I'm saying? These dogs
out
here,
doing.
They know what's going on.
Yep. So true, man. So true.
Also, I got my first 2 gray hairs that I found ever.
Right.
I'll be 38 in June, and I'm just hitting some grays. So I'm not sure how gray I'll be in a year from now. But I saw 2. I'm like, it's getting to that point in life, Salt and pepper. Here we go.
Yep, that's what my sister calls me. Because if I let the facial hair grow, I get it. Like you could probably see it a little bit right now, but on my head, I don't really get a whole lot of gray hair. But man, my facial hair has been gray since I was in my like late 20s. It's just been a thing for me. So I don't know how that works, but yeah.
I say when you cut the hair, grow a beard. Take it off from here and put it on here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but like my grandfather is, mostly Swedish in my family, and like I don't grow facial hair anywhere in here.
Yeah,
like,
me either. I can't get nothing on this side.
I could get some burns going if I let it go. I could get the goatee going, but like everything in between just looks like nothing. It's like
I'll get
3
like
hairs,
6. Yeah, the Homer Simpson on the side of my face.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say though, like, speaking of like the donation thing, one, if you have any interest in growing your hair out, I've been doing a little bit of research on this stuff because originally I was just like, it'd be a cool thing to do. I'd feel good about it. Like, I'm one of those people that I also try to reduce like the thought process in my day, going back to Keith and his white tees. Shout out to Keith. We'll get him back on the show soon. But I pretty much throw on a black t-shirt and like if it's cold enough, I grab a hoodie, right? Like, that's kind of my staple, right? All the time at this point. And with the hair, I plan on just like buzzing it completely as much as like, like not skin, but like fairly short, not just so I don't have to think about it. Right.
Yeah.
And it kind of got me thinking about like all these, like I didn't know how to donate it. One, like we moved, I was like, okay, well, I haven't got a haircut since we've moved twice. So like, I don't even really have a place I go to get it cut the way I used to, where it was like, hey, you're going in every 2 weeks, keeping it trimmed up. Like you go to the same person, right? You find the right person, you go in. Now I'm kind of like, okay, researching like, how do I do this? Do I need to go in to donate? Do I need to like talk to somebody? But it turns out like you can basically, I'll make a list of these places in the description of the video, but like you can go in or you can send in like hair from like a lot of different links too. It doesn't have to be too crazy. And I forget the name of it right now. Damn, I should have thought about this. There is a company now. So there's Locks for Love is kind of like the known name that kind of set the trend and standard for this over the years. And then there's a bunch of other ones. But one of the companies that I came across was a company that takes basically hair, like shorter hair, and turns it into mats to soak up oil from the oceans. So being that we moved to Monterey, like obviously that's a huge conversation around here all the time. My girlfriend works for the aquarium here, and I'm an ocean fan. Like I'm a fan, right? Like I want to do what I can to make it better. I'm, no straws type of guy, all that kind of stuff. I try to do my part as much as I can. When I saw that, it was like, damn, that is super dope that they can actually, like it seems like from what I understand, they can actually use like, you could have the barbershop just sweep up, everything into a bag,
sweep it and bag it up, huh?
send it to them, and they can use that when there's oil spills or when there's other things that get, environmental disasters and stuff. I just thought that was super dope. I wanted to share a little bit about it because I was
dude,
man,
I had no idea that hair was that porous and absorbent,
Yeah, well, and apparently it's like the way that they put it all together helps with that, right? So it's like, it's just kind of, I mean, I guess I'm assuming it's almost like having dreads, right? Like it's just matted all together, and then they go use these like literal mats to soak up or whatever. But super dope. I mean, there's so many things happening like that, and it turns out that there's a ton of people that'll do these kind of donations where you can donate longer for wigs. That's the original intent for me, was like find a place that'll take it, turn it into a wig for a kid that, maybe has cancer or some other disease where they've lost their hair. But the other part of what I've learned, and this came from Jordan over at Westside Love, there's a company out of San Diego called the Long Hairs. And I originally, like, when he brought this up to me maybe a year ago or something, I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. But they are in the process of doing like what they call the Great Cut, I believe. And essentially you like anybody that's growing out their hair right now, kind of whatever length, you'll all get it cut the same time, same day, whatever. And they're actually going to like set a Guinness Book of World Records, or world record in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most amount of hair cut and donated at the same time. I don't think I'm going to make it. I think I'm just going to cut it now because it's a year from now, roughly, like maybe give or take a month or so. But if you're in the mood to do something good and you want to grow out your hair, or you're already in the process of it, it's called the Long Hairs. I'll link to that in the description too. It seems like a really cool, like it's kind of like a brand for dudes with long hair. Like they got, like more, got like hair ties that are a little bit more substantial, not the tiny little, like, things that you could buy at CVS and stuff, but like, a bunch of like shampoos and stuff, all that kind of stuff. But, seems like a cool company. I mean, like, it's just like dudes trying to do good with like, something that normally people don't really think about, which I just thought was cool. And I figured I'd shout it out. I don't know them personally. I just was connected to the website and Instagrams and stuff just to kind of see what it was about, and it seemed like they were doing something really cool. So,
that's dope.
That said, yeah, like, to me, I mean, as much as I've been talking shit about how much a pain in the ass it is to have long hair, like it's nothing if you still can grow hair. A lot of people don't even get the opportunity, exactly. by 40 years old or whatever it is.
And we have a friend that we know who's not even 40 who has no hair. So maybe Keith might want some hair donated, You never know. I don't know,
I didn't want to call him out, but yeah,
I mean, hey, it could be. Maybe one day he wants to throw it out. You never know, Put that white tee and that fitted on top of fro. Switch the look up.
Oh man, I feel like if now that you've said that, I feel like if we don't get that from Keith for Halloween, I'm going to be disappointed.
Yes. He's got to be like a Hall of Notes or something going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, man. That's probably one of the things that I will regret not doing is like Cam and I she's got curly hair kind of like you, right? And man, like my long hair, her curly black hair, we could definitely pull off like a Axl Rose and Slash Guns N' Roses Halloween. Yeah. It would be pretty epic. But we'll see. I mean,
so when are you planning on actually cutting it? Are you have a date planned, or you're just going to like one day wake up, say, you know what, it's time?
Honestly, I've woke up and said it's time like for about 2 weeks now. And I just haven't done it. So yeah. I was thinking about even doing it tonight and just being done with it. But every time I do, I start to think of those things. And I think like, oh man, the other side effect of this is like, I definitely have some hats that are going to fit different, right? Like, like
let's talk about that. That's what I want to talk about. So let me start. Like, so this bucket hat, right? I've usually worn this with my hair down, and I know for sure with my hair, which is curlier, like if I like tug it down like I was just doing, do some real LL Cool J bad, right? Yep. It'll kind of throughout the day ride up a little bit because my hair is also kind of, contracting. I have certain hats that fit where I have to tie my hair down, and then other hats that are looser that I have to wear my hair out, or it'll be kind of just like a loose helmet on my head, right?
Yeah, me too, man. I never even thought of that before. I have a couple of hats that I've worn recently that are like they seem to fit loose, but they still ride up. Like my hair just pushes them up naturally. Even when I don't even tie it, you know, like, cause sometimes I'll just have it tied. And if I know I'm going to wear a hat 90% of the time. So in some way it's tied out of the way almost every day. But I didn't realize the hats that are slightly loose are the ones that actually get pushed up. The ones that are tight,
They
fit
stick
tight and stay. Yeah. And it's so weird because I would have thought the opposite, right? I would have thought, oh, it's too tight. The hair's pushing it up. But like, it's actually the loose ones that give me the biggest problems.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like you're just living life doing stuff. And next thing you know, like your hat's halfway off the one side or something like that, just because your hair is like, yeah, I'm trying to move right now. Get out the way. So,
yeah. And it's been windy recently. Don't let it have a little wind.
Oh man, it's been crazy.
Has it been windy down there too?
Yeah, it's been so windy, man. Today was like half of what it's been. But yesterday, day before, were like,
yeah, yesterday was brutal.
Whew, yeah, man. Like we had I have like some patio chairs just knocked out completely over, you know, all four of them. Like just no place for them to go, you know, they just get knocked over. But like yesterday when I'm working, so like if curtains are closed right now, but like I have like a window that looks out kind of, you know, and yesterday there was like little like tornadoes of crap flying up in the air,
Jesus
like between the neighbor's house and our house. So wild stuff, man. I don't even know. I mean, the weather has been insane since we moved down here.
Yeah.
And
I thought it was over, and I was looking because I'm going to the, I think I'm going to opening day Friday. It's a 70% chance of rain with 25 mile per hour wind that day. There's a chance that this game will just not happen. It had to be and I'm working Saturday, so I can't go to a doubleheader Saturday. That'd be great, wouldn't it? But
yeah, man. I mean, I think I put it in the chat. We had 80-mile-an-hour gusts a couple weeks ago or a week and a half ago. And like our power has been out probably 6 times in the last 2 months because we don't have underground power here the way most cities do. So even just the you know, like the littlest things can throw, not even little, because it is crazy wind, but you don't think about like, you'll look outside and you'll just see the wires hanging up there, just bouncing back and forth, you know, and it's like, damn, I don't know, man. I hope that, I hope we get to some peaceful weather for a little bit. Cause I know people around here, especially we took a drive, out through Salinas and Gonzales and stuff like that, just to kind of, I had to go get some stuff from Lowe's, and we kind of took the long way around, like south of Salinas, alongside the hills over there. And I didn't realize like where the breaches in the levee happened.
Yeah,
and we ended up like drive, you know, like clearly the road had been washed out in the past couple of weeks, but we ended up getting like into through Gonzales a little bit, and like literally a house just washed in half, like right there on the side of the road. You know, the water had come up, and like I mean, I don't know if anybody's from around the Bay Area or has been to Monterey or Salinas or, you know, Santa Cruz, Watsonville, these areas, the little tiny creeks around here over the past 3 months that, like, you know, normally are like no more than 6 inches deep on a wet year, are like overflowing. Like Highway 1 was closed 2 weeks ago north of me to Watsonville. Like that's bananas, you know, like these small little creeks have turned into like these just like crazy rushing rivers. And, you know, like the land isn't handling it. Like people are, you know, you build property or you get a house on the water thinking like, oh, it's cool. Like we got a little creek out the back door. Next thing you know, it's turned into a river and half your house is gone. It's like,
that creek is now in your house. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's wild.
Speaking of Salinas, did you feel the earthquake earlier?
Yeah, I was actually standing right here. I was working all day, and I have a little cart, a like liquor cart outside in the kitchen, and the dog like was sitting at my feet, and she like, I didn't have my headphones on. I like felt it a little bit, and I like heard the bottles, and she like looked up at me like, what the Like starts growling, like somebody's in the kitchen shaking shit.
I was at Stanford working earlier, felt nothing.
Oh, really? That's
but they
crazy.
said that it was felt all the way up to San Francisco. I was working with 4 or 5 other people in the same room, and we're working right around liquor on shelves. Heard nothing, felt nothing.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't feel crazy by any means. I mean, like we're kind of earthquake vets in this area, but like it was kind of like, oh, earthquake, that's not too bad, but like definitely noticeable. Talking to my girlfriend too, she felt it at work, just like maybe a mile away. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Like first thing that went to my head is like, damn, this is just going to be like we're just like lining up like natural disasters around here right now. I don't know how people are going to handle it. Like, thankfully we've lost power, but like and obviously lost internet a couple of times separate from the power. But I mean, I'm just trying to set up and like be prepared a little bit more each time. We've got a couple of big battery packs now. So it's like, okay, cool. Like the couple of the neighbors have like these big generators, and like the power goes out. I won't even notice that the power is out. I'll just be doing some work where I'm not actually online, and all of a sudden, like I'll hear like the neighbors down the block a little bit, like the thing just like cranked up, like, oh, power's out again. Damn. These guys got like industrial size, like, generators that
they're ready for it. And it was people live here because the weather's so like stable. Not 2023. This is the most unstable year ever.
Dude, it's wild, man. So the first round, or maybe not the first round, but like 3 weeks ago, right? We did. Let me know if you got a Costco membership. That's what I want to know from folks. I've resisted getting a Costco membership all my life. Be like, okay, my parents got one. If I really need something, we'll go. When I lived in Sac, I would go like every couple of weeks, meet up with the parents, have dinner. We'll go to Costco, that type of thing. Cam and I finally it's only $60 or $100 or whatever. It's like not a big deal, but I finally gave in, bought the Costco membership. We had to go over there because actually she was getting some stuff for work for an event they were doing. And we walk in, and this is like right after that crazy flooding happened in Santa Cruz and Aptos and Capitola and stuff. And the entire front section is like 6 different versions of generators. Like, I mean, they just must have went like, oh, profit margins are high. Like
pull the generators out right to the front.
Yeah, like right to the front, man. It was crazy. I mean, I was over there like that's like at least a month ago, but like we were over there like last week for some stuff, and now it's all filled in with like plants and trees and flowers and stuff. Like, oh, spring's coming, trying to get people back, like back to normal. But man, crazy times. I really can't think of a time when like the weather was anywhere near this. Maybe once in a while, but not consistently, just chaotic.
That's the perfect word. Chaotic. Treacherous. It's been something else, man.
Yeah, man. But how about some distractions from that? What have you been picking up? What did you get lately?
All right, I got one I'm gonna show off here. Give me half a second. I saw this on Hat Club. So I got this a while ago. Just hadn't pulled it out. Actually, I wore it today for the first time. I don't even know what the hell the collection or whatever the hell it was called, but got this corduroy scarlet crimson looking Giants hat with the teddy bear button. World Series 2012, and it has a little teddy bear, a little flannel patch right there. It's like your
that's dope.
Like your your old school teddy bear right here, your little Teddy Ruxpin buddy right here, and it is made in Bangladesh with the white guts that are my favorite. I swear to God, it feels different than the black. I don't care what anybody says. What about you? What you got?
All right. So unfortunately, I got the black guts. This one is from Hat Heaven. This is pretty basic, but navy and white Giants. You got the
60s logo.
The 61. Yep. 60s logo, 61 All-Star patch on the side. I pretty much, I like it. I used to always wear like a navy or a black Giants, black with white logo Giants fitted, like try to not, if I'm not wearing like a black and orange colors, I'd try to wear those as like my defaults. And it's been a while since I had a nice clean one. You know, like most of them became like work hats or yard work hats or, you know, whatever. So that one came from Hat Heaven. And then I've got a couple more. I don't want to spill the beans yet on them, but we got a couple more for the next episode too that are on the way.
Was that hat on sale, or did you get that full price?
You know what? I did get it on a little bit of a sale because, as you well know, Hat Heaven will send you a text message and then text you again and then text you a discount code. And then they'll go 10%, 15%, $15. So
if you just go to the website and don't buy anything, they'll be like, hey, what's going on? This is Cynthia. If you need anything, let me know. It's like, actually, Cynthia, I was looking at this hat. Can I get a discount? Oh, here's 10%.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty good at that. It's tough because once you get to the point where you're like, damn, they got a lot of stuff on sale too. So this wasn't on sale, but it was 40. I think it was 40. And then I got another 10 off or something. So like the discount code was like for the text messages or whatever. Yeah. Or from the text messages, but it wasn't on sale on the site. So good price. I think it's tough to say anything's good price now because I keep seeing prices fall on a lot of these releases. So, but also I haven't, you could see I got like the sneaker thrones filled up with hats. They're working on the new hat thrones. So I'm going to redo this in the coming weeks. Once they come in, it'll give me a little bit more room, unfortunately, which means I'm going to end up buying more hats, but you can also get a discount. We'll put a discount link in the description for them. So slippery slope though, man. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I have very little self-restraint anyway. So if I create space just for hats, sneakers, car parts, that kind of stuff, it's just downhill, man. I'm like, oh, I got 3 more rows I can fill up. Cool. Like I got plenty of room, like I don't even think about the money. I just think about how I'm going to look at it when it gets in here.
If I see something I like it, I'm like, do I need this? And I'm like, let me see what sizes they have. Oh, they got my size too.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I might have to get it. Yeah, like you said, man, just give yourself reasons to pull the trigger. And you were just pointing behind yourself, and I'm looking. I don't have any Instant Pump Furies, right?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite shoes, man. One of my favorite shoes.
Are they comfortable? I've never had a pair.
I mean, it's hard to say. Like, they're not comfortable. Like, I wouldn't put them up against a pair of like New Balances or something like that that's just all cushion, or like, new Air Max stuff where it's just everything is cushion. I like the way they feel. They're a little bit firm, but they fit. The way they fit is dope. So this is like you can kind of see like the vent on the side, right?
Yeah.
So this one has like a little toe stuffing in it, but to me, that's like, it's like a cool, this one might not be because it's all leather. Normally that's like a mesh, and like, it's like a cool summer shoe, This is the part that I love though. Like that's like real carbon fiber.
I got to get a pair.
Yeah, they're dope. Honestly, I would say just keep an eye on like the discount sites and eBay. Every once in a while, like I've picked up pairs for like $40-$50 that, retail on that shoe is like $160 or something stupid. It's crazy expensive. But like even these, like this whole set is a Formula One set, and this is from like 10 years ago. So this is Ferrari, the silver one's McLaren, Mercedes, and then the black and gold is what is that? Lotus? No, what is it? Who was that then?
Buick.
I'm drawing a blank. I mean, essentially it's Lotus colors, but I forget the team name back then. These all ended up on super clearance. I paid like $60-$70 for each of the 3.
Wow.
Like people sleep on the shoe because it's funky looking,
I've always liked them a lot, but I
love
them.
One. Yeah, I love them. But
speaking of kicks,
yeah. Oh, I got the heat today, man.
Oh shit!
I finally got lucky. Finally got lucky on the sneakers app. It's been forever.
Oh, okay.
Got the white cement 3s. Got the Nike Air on the back. Pair it up. I haven't worn this version, but I got this new Barron's hat a few months back. Actually, Red Bill underneath.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and the white guts.
Oh man, with the Southern League.
Yeah, with the Southern League badge. Made in China.
Nice.
But,
that's nice. That's nice.
Classic kind of Jordan things.
That's one of the top 5 Jordan things, kicks and fits we've ever had right there. Seriously, that's bravo.
Thank you.
Had to bow down to this man. So I dug into crates a little bit. A shoe I haven't worn in probably also about 10 years. Speaking of, we were just talking about going to a game on the 4th of July with the Giants versus the Seattle Mariners. I got the Diamond Fury 96 Griffies right here.
Damn.
And the Seattle logo.
That's dope, man.
This is the side patch, 97-ish. Yeah, they never wore this logo on the actual hat. So yeah,
that's one of my favorite shoes of all time, right there. Like, I've never had it.
Underrated, man.
Yep, I still never got a pair.
And the black and white,
one of the best
that Frank Thomas used to wear. Oh yeah, taking it back, baby.
Yeah, man, that's a good one. I don't know. We might have just upped ourselves. We're gonna have to keep this like rising up next episode. Seriously. When we talk about kicks and fits.
Hey Keith, when you come back, man, you gotta come with some insane shit.
Yeah,
dog.
You gotta bring some heat, Keith. Man, no pressure. No pressure. Yeah. Oh man, but hey, it's been super dope. I miss talking to you. I miss talking to you guys and talking about hats, man, because it's definitely something I really enjoy, and it's been dope to catch up. So hopefully y'all like this episode. Dex, let them know how they can find you outside the shows.
You can find me on the streets of San Francisco, probably. If not, digitally, Smooth as Eggs on all the platforms. Also, The Industry Special is my other podcast that I have. And yeah, I'm doing a bunch of other stuff on there too. Doing some video game Let's Plays and all that type of stuff. Because, it's been, like we said, it's been chaotic and treacherous weather. So I got to do something. I'm sitting in the house, right? Create shit.
Yep, exactly. You can find me at Nick Ingval on all the platforms. More importantly, at Crown and Stitch everywhere. If you hit the first link in the description, you'll be able to find the Discord community. We got Sneaker History in there. That's my other show. Just a ton of great people in there. Some great interviews on Dexter's Industry Special from some of those people I would definitely check out if I were you. But we appreciate y'all rocking with us, listening to us. Let us know if you ever had experience with long hair in the comments, and catch you on the next one. Peace.